Let's move on. Let's go ahead and let's go to the South. Out South, you got Baylor and Hartford. I got Baylor. Final score is 89-42. The Baylor Bears.
I got Baylor big. Easy.
Moving on after that, we got North Carolina, Wisconsin. I mean, this is another game we went back and forth on. UNC's got the athletes. They got the athleticism advantage, definitely the physicality advantage down low. The Badgers got the experience. I'm going to go with the Badgers to get it done in a close game. I think they'll be able to bang down low, keep them off the boards, and I think when you get that experience, you got the Badgers out of the Big Ten. Demetric Trice, I think, will hit a bunch of big shots on the stretch. I like the Badgers, 71-70.
I like North Carolina in this game. Just Wisconsin, I've watched them a couple times this year. They're one of the worst teams I've watched all year. No offensive firepower at all.
One of the worst teams.
No athletes. Oh, yeah. They're one of the worst teams I've watched all year. They're terrible.
I've watched a lot of worst teams.
No. Wisconsin's definitely up there. They suck. They have no athletes. Can't score the ball. Every time they played anybody that was relatively good, they lost. They started the year number 4 in the country. Right now, they're 17-12. They're just so underperforming. It's just they suck. I don't care what. I know age and upperclassmen like to win this time of year. They just don't got the guys. This is this is just a shitty team. I'm just being honest. North Carolina, they're just gonna have way too many bodies for them, way too many athletes. I got North Carolina in this one.
Fair enough. I think that game's gonna be really close. But moving on, we got Winthrop and we got Villanova without Gillespie and a banged up Moore. I like the Eagles here. I like the depth that they play with. They play a very fast style, running gun. You can't keep this team just off the scoring books. This team lights it up. They're led by a 6'7" point guard by the name of Chandler Vaudrin. This man's a beast. He averages 12, 7, and 7. He can get you a triple-double at any time. He shoots at 38% from 3. And everything, he actually leads the team in points, rebounds, and assists. The man's a beast. And after that, everyone knows their role. They don't play anyone else over 24 minutes a game. They play a lot of different guys. They play fast. They keep their players fresh, and they're very talented. 24-1. I'm gonna take the Winthrop Golden Eagles to get this one done.
I'm gonna take Villanova in this one. Winthrop is really good, 23-1. I feel like most of their games have been.
Against shitty teams.
Yeah. But I think this will be a really competitive game. I wouldn't be shocked if Winthrop somehow pulled this off, especially without Gillespie and banged up Moore, like Trajan said. It's going to be, obviously, Villanova's margin for error is a lot smaller than it was just about a month ago. But I still like Villanova to pull this game out. I think this is going to be an extremely popular upset pick, but not for me. I like Villanova in this one. I think they win this game.
Moving on, we got Purdue and North Texas. North Texas, I don't really understand why they got a 13 seed. I see 3 14 seeds that are better than them. They can't put the ball in the hole. They have one guy that can put the ball in the hole. I forgot what his name is. But
playing. Rothstein just tweeted, Kansas David McCormick will arrive in Indianapolis on Friday and be in uniform for Saturday against Eastern Washington.
So McCormick is playing.
Jalen Wilson will arrive later and could be available Monday. Tristan
could be available Monday.
Yeah.
Well, so he's out.
Yeah, he's out for the first round game, definitely.
Okay.
Tristan, and I don't know who this is. Tristan and Nurina tested positive this week for COVID-19 and will remain in Lawrence.
Tristan.
Those are the 3 players right there. McCormick's playing. Jalen Wilson isn't in the first round, and I don't know who Tristan Enora is. I know Jalen Wilson is.
I guess that means he's
I know the first 2 are. Jalen Wilson is important. He's good.
Yeah.
He needs to play.
And it sounds like he will play in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they can make it past that Eastern Washington team.
Yeah.
But moving on, we were talking about Purdue and North Texas. Yeah, I like the Boilermakers here. Worst 13 seed in the field. Not close. They can't score. Purdue, it's not a good matchup for them either. So I'm going to take Purdue.
I'll take Purdue too. I think Purdue's going to have way too much size for North Texas. Purdue's huge.
I would have definitely liked to see Western Kentucky in this spot. But, you know, North Texas beat them. So.
Yep. But I got Purdue. Purdue, the Boilermakers, and Zach Edey.
All right, moving on. I got Texas Tech and Utah State. This is also a really fun first-round matchup. This Aggie team, man, they get after it on defense as well. They got guys that can really shoot it. They can light it up. I can see this game being close, but ultimately when it push comes to shove, I'm going to take the Red Raiders. Play way too hard. Chris Beard. This team, when they run out at halftime in the second half, they come out just running and screaming as loud as they can. I mean, that's scary. It's hard to pick against that team, especially in the first round. I'm going with the Red Raiders.
I'm also gonna roll with Tech. I think Texas Tech's just the much better basketball team. I think this will be. I don't even think this will be even close, honestly. I think Texas Tech will have a sizable lead throughout the game. I like Tech in this game.
They're gonna cruise.
I think so.
Moving on, we got Arkansas and we got Colgate. I'm going with Colgate. I've got them to pull off the upset here. The Colgate Flames. They can really light it up, man. They play fast. First 1 to 90 wins. They score 87 points a game. The Razorbacks, they were playing great, not all year, but for the past month of the season, I think they won, 10 in a row? And I said I think they were going to make a run in March. And then I watched them play LSU, and man, looked terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Bobbling the ball everywhere. I think they had about 12 turnovers in the last. Just looked absolutely terrible. And Eric Musselman has been ripping them. And I think their players are scared and they're nervous. And so I'm going to go with the Colgate Flames. Eric Musselman, I think he's going to scare their players when they're down at half. And I think it's going to be a great game, but I got the Flames pulling this one out.
Looks like we both agree on the 14 seed being the 3 seed. I got Colgate as well. It's just the style both these teams play. They both like to get up and down the floor. All it takes is a bad shooting day from Arkansas for Colgate to win. Like Trajan said, they almost average 90 points per game. This team can score. They like to get up and down the floor. So does Arkansas. I think this will be a great game to watch. I wonder what the over-under total on this game is. But yeah, I like Colgate. I don't think Arkansas is that amazing. They can score the ball. They got a great player in Moses Moody. But yeah, I'm gonna take Colgate. Take the 14 seed.
All right, so moving on, we got Virginia Tech and we got Florida. This is the coin flip game of the bracket.
You think?
I like the Hokies.
I like Virginia Tech.
I like the Hokies. But yeah, either one of these teams could win. But I think the Hokies are the better team. They shoot it better. I really like this Virginia Tech team, man. I'm a big fan of this team. I have been all year. They play hard. Their bench gets into the game. Get fired up. They got athleticism. They got size. I like the Hokies to get it done here.
I like Virginia Tech as well. Since Florida lost Keontae Johnson, they haven't been the same team. I just don't think Florida's. I'm surprised they're a 7 seed. Honestly, I think they're a little overseeded.
Yeah. LSU's better than Florida.
Yeah, I definitely think. Yeah. Florida definitely is definitely overseeded, and Virginia Tech.
Mike Young, I love Mike Young too.
They might even be a little underseeded as a 10. So I think Virginia Tech's got a good spot here. I think they're the better basketball team, and I like them to win this game.
All right, so moving on, we got Ohio State and Oral Roberts. I think this game is going to be close, at least for the second. I think Ohio State will probably pull away in the last 10 minutes, but Oral Roberts, they can get buckets, man. They're led by the leading scorer in the nation, Max Abmas. They got a big guy down there that's about 6'8". He can really score as well. That duo, that's a crazy duo that they got. They can put the ball in the hole. But the only problem is their defense has no chance of stopping Ohio State from putting the ball in the hole. So I think they keep them up with a little bit with their explosive shooting. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the Buckeyes.
I would go with Ohio State. They're just the better team, you know. ORU, respect to them. They can shoot the ball like crazy. This is actually a decent matchup for them because Ohio State doesn't have anybody that can really expose their size.
Yeah, because they are not a big team.
But I just think Ohio State's going to be too much. They got too many players. They're a great team. I like the Buckeyes in this one.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on to top of the bracket, Baylor, Wisconsin. I got the Bears.
Baylor, North Carolina. I got Baylor. Baylor's been, consistently, possibly the best team in the country all year, except for lately. But, yeah, I'm going to take Baylor in this one. They're better than North Carolina. Simple as that.
All right. Yes, they are. I got Winthrop and Purdue. I'm rolling with the Boilermakers to get it done here. Too big for this Winthrop team. I think Winthrop's magical season comes to an end. 24-2 after they beat Villanova. I got the Boilermakers pulling this one off.
I got Purdue and Villanova. I got Purdue winning this game. I think this is where the loss of Gillespie is really going to hurt Villanova. I think Purdue's size is going to give them some issues. I'll take Purdue.
All right, fair enough. So Ed, let's move on to Texas Tech and Colgate. This is where Colgate, their style of play is not going to work against the Red Raiders. I think this game gets particularly ugly. I got Texas Tech up by 16 at halftime. Then they come out running, yelling like a bunch of madmen when they come out in the second half, and extending that to about 25. I got the Red Raiders in this one, and I think Colgate's just going to be riding high on the emotions after the 14-3 upset. I got the Red Raiders.
I got Texas Tech at this game as well. Yeah, this is in Arkansas for Colgate. This team plays defense. They're a lot slower paced. Yeah, I'll take the Red Raiders in this one. I agree. If these two teams end up playing, I don't think this game will be particularly close either.
Yeah. So moving on, I got Virginia Tech and Ohio State. Give me the Hokies. Give me the Hokies, led by Kev Oluma, 6'9" junior, best player on the floor, maybe besides Dwayne Washington, the best forward on the floor. He's a matchup problem. They're not going to have anyone that can guard him. He can get it done in the paint.
E.J. Liddell, man.
He can try, but he's fast. Kev Oluma is 6'9". He averages 8 boards a game. He's fast. He can shoot the three. I think he's a major matchup problem. E.J. Liddell, he can try, but I'm going to go with the Hokies. I really like this team in this spot. I think they got a great draw, and I like them to win this game.
I got Ohio State easily. This team is elite offensively. Virginia Tech, Kiki Alum, he can only do so much. I think it's going to take a lot from Virginia Tech for them to be able to keep up with Ohio State scoring-wise. So I'll take the Buckeyes, and give me Ohio State. And then
all right, so after that, go back to the top. Baylor, Purdue. Once again, I got the Bears. I think they're better than Purdue. I think Purdue's size does make it pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I got the Bears.
I got Baylor in this game too. I think Purdue size could also make this game really interesting. They got two huge centers. But yeah, I got Baylor in this game. I think they pull it off. I think it'll be a good game though if these two end up playing. But yeah, I like Baylor in this one.
So moving on, I got Texas Tech and Virginia Tech. I think this is where the run for the Hokies comes to an end. Not a good matchup for them. If this is the way it pans out, Texas Tech would have a tremendous draw, facing just double-digit seeds all the way up to the Sweet 16. I got the Red Raiders pulling this one out.
I have Ohio State beating Texas Tech. I just love this Ohio State team. They just score the ball so easily. Dwayne Washington's one of the best players I've watched all year. And I think they're just going to be too good offensively for Texas Tech to keep up with. So
moving on, we got Baylor and we got Tech. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Bears to move on to the Final Four and beat Texas Tech. This is a conference matchup. We've seen this game a lot, and I picked the Bears. I think they're better. I like the Baylor Bears to win this one.
I got Baylor and Ohio State.
You're picking Ohio State.
I got Ohio State to win this game. I think they have the best, other than Sumu, I think they have the best guard in the country. I think he could really make his name in this tournament. Dwayne Washington Jr., remember that name? He's a bucket. He is a bucket. He's honestly the best offensive player I've watched, offensive guard. And I think Ohio State pulls the upset over Baylor. I think Baylor's a great season ends here, and Ohio State makes it to the Final Four.